The Stone Age is the longest period of human history. It's called the Stone Age because humans made their first tools from stone. Its beginning dates back to 1 million years ago, when the remains of the most ancient human was found on the territory of Kyrgyzstan. The Stone Age of Kyrgyzstan is divided into three main sub-periods: Paleolith, Ancient Stone Age, from 1 million to 15,000 years ago; Mesolith, Middle Stone Age, from 15,000 years ago to 7,000 years BC; and Neolith, New Stone Age, from 7,000 to 4,000 years BC. The very first humans appeared on the territory of Kyrgyzstan about 1 million years ago. It was the time of Paleolith. The remains such as human teeth and bones were found in the Selungur cave.
This archaeological site, Selungur cave, was discovered in 1959 by archaeologist Alexey Kladnikov and Konopля. Since that time, this site is known for archaeological culture attributed to Middle or even to early Paleolithic time. First test pit was dug here, as I already mentioned, in 1959, and some lithic tools were found here. And systematic excavations here and investigation of material culture from this archaeological site started in 1980. Those field research was led by academician Islamov, and he excavated, his team excavated here for 10 years, and after field investigation he came to conclusion that at this site we have evidences of early Paleolithic culture, and moreover he found even anthropological material here, human bones from archaeological layers, and he described or interpreted those bones as belonging to subvariant of Homo erectus, so it means very early ancestor of humans. Based on his own research, Islamov dated archaeological culture from this site, or archaeological finds from this site, to very early stage of human history, to early Paleolithic, and he proposed a date for this site more than 1 million years ago. Since that time, this site was included in the old textbook dealing with the history of not only Fergana Valley, not only Kyrgyzstan, but also Central Asia in general. In early 2000, after discoveries in Russian Altai, where new human subspecies was found, Denisovan man, interest to this site was increased, because this site is really very important for history of Central Asian region, due to archaeological finds, anthropological finds. Also proposed very early time for episode of inhabitation or occupation of this cave. In 2013, international team decided to re-excavate this site to prove or disprove evidences provided by Islamov, and in attempt to find new anthropological material and to investigate in more details archaeological materials. Those parts involved in the investigation of this site are Kyrgyzstan for sure, Russia and Canada. We have really increased attention to the investigation of this site, and we have more partners now. Not only Canada from foreign countries, but also we have specialists from Poland, we have specialists from Austria, and some other research institutes from other countries are also very interested in this study. Based on our re-excavation results, now we can say that this site is really important for the history of Central Asia, but not because of its early age, because we don't see any evidences of such early age estimate of archaeological culture from here. Now we think about Middle Paleolithic age for human occupation of this site. And if we talk about absolute dating, so in terms of calendar years, we could talk something like more than 100,000 years, but not 1 million. But it doesn't mean that this site became less interest for history of this region. Even better, because as we think, human bones from here, or anthropological material from here, could belong to the common ancestor of Neanderthals and Denisovans. And that subspecies is still unknown in the world, so maybe Selengur will be the first site in Eurasia with the human remains of that subspecies. Now we also think that it's a kind of very specific variant of Middle Paleolithic, and we even think that in the vicinity of this cave, or I mean in Fergana Valley, we cannot see any analogs of that material culture. It's very strange, but the closest similarities archaeological material from Selengur cave demonstrate with the archaeological cultures from Europe, like Mikokian culture in Europe and such kind of industry, also attributed to or associated with Middle Paleolithic.
Mesolith is characterized by the development of complex and microlithic tools and the invention of the bow and arrows. Wooden arrows with the heads made from microliths significantly facilitated hunting. Some scholars assume that the development of the tribe as a distinctive form of social organization can be traced back to Mesolith. The Mesolith of Kyrgyzstan is represented by such sites as Obishir and Aksai.
Мы сейчас находимся на мезолитическом памятнике Обишир-5. Это один из основных памятников мезолитического времени на территории Центральной Азии. Его раскопки проводились в 70-е годы. С того времени он вошел во все публикации, во все построения, что касается мезолита Центральной Азии, и считалось, что он является предтечей в этом регионе нелитизации, то есть тогда, когда человек приручил животного, когда стал обрабатывать землю и получать какие-то злаки. Исследовательская группа возобновила здесь раскопки, получилось несколько интересных исследований у нас. Нами здесь проводятся раскопки второй год. Раньше исследователи, когда я говорила, что они копали здесь 70-е годы, ими была раскопана огромная площадь, примерно 150 квадратных метров, и остался совершенно маленький нетронутый участочек. Вот мы его изучаем. В нашей команде работают специалисты из России, Канады, из Польши. И памятник изучается, грубо говоря, со всех сторон. И нами, благодаря нашим работам здесь, удалось доказать, что человек здесь жил, раньше считалось, что здесь жил примерно в эпоху мезолита, это 10 тысяч лет назад. Нами доказано, что человек здесь мог проживать от эпохи Плейстоцена примерно от 15 тысяч лет до 8 тысяч лет назад. И нами была получена большая коллекция каменных артефактов, которая свидетельствует о том, что здесь представлена мезолитическая культура, которой больше нигде нет в Центральной Азии. То есть, грубо говоря, можно сказать, что здесь жила какая-то обособленная группа людей в одно время. На территории Таджикистана, Узбекистана жили другие группы людей.
Aygırcal II site is one of the important sites, Mesolithic sites of the theater of Central Asia, one of the biggest and one of the earliest. It's dated back 13,000–14,000 years ago. So it's a very big complex where we have not only Mesolithic settlement, but also the Bronze Age settlements, probably Iron Age settlements, and the cemetery dated back from the Bronze Age until the medieval period. So this site is located close to the Narin city, on the left bank of the Narin River, and this site is investigated starting from 2012. In 2013, the anthropology students within the fieldwork, they started to excavate this site, and these excavations were continued from 2013 until 2017. One of the important things that on the theater of this site we found the ancient traces of architecture. Probably this architecture, represented by the wall and some mud structures, dated back to the probably Mesolithic time or probably Neolithic time, we are not sure. Now we are in the process of investigating of this site together with the University of Central Asia, because this site located on the theater of campus of the University of Central Asia.
Neolith is the period that put an end to the Stone Age. It was characterized by the innovations in the methods of stone processing, such as polishing and drilling. During Neolith, the so-called Neolithic Revolution took place. The Neolithic Revolution signified a shift from hunting and gathering to producing economies such as agriculture and pastoralism.